hi
I
to
talk
Randy.
fast.
Say hi to Randy. Randy Ravioli, what's up, man? What's up, yo?
I had the button down.
I thought we were doing the whole intro, but we couldn't find the intro music because Chris
Well,
is gone.
he somehow sent it to us, but I don't know where he sent it to. I checked my email, I checked the show's email, I checked the show's Google Drive. I don't know where it went.
He probably sent it to a P.O. box.
Right. And Joe, big surprise, surprise. Guess what?
Fucking no-show Joe.
No call, no show. So once again, we're taking applications.
Hashtag Joe's got to go. It's funny because last week we were taking applications for your position, then you came back, and then now this week we're missing Joe and Chris. Like, come on, dude. Like, this is why we can't get sponsored, y'all.
Right. I guarantee you Joe's gonna mosey on in 10 minutes after. Guys, my phone wasn't charged. It was vertical and I had to turn it
sideways,
horizontal.
and I had to work, and then my apprentice left the wrench out, and then fucking Timmy's was closed, and oh my goodness. Right now what he's doing right now, he's on the phone with his girlfriend.
He is 100%.
100%.
That he,
And he's like, do you want to be a toaster strudel tonight, or you want to be a Twinkie tonight?
Are we allowed to talk about his girlfriend?
I don't know.
Does she know that she's his girlfriend?
She's not real, so it don't matter. She's not watching.
No, she might be. She's watched a couple times.
Oh, that's true.
She's on the phone.
No, he's not on the phone, apparently.
Where's he at?
I don't know. I just seen a message pop up in the chat saying, no, he's not.
Oh, that's his girlfriend. Where is he?
Yeah, where's hashtag Joe's got to go? No show Joe. Hey, what's up, Jesus Fish? Randy Laz. We got Jennifer from HVAC. Well, no, not from HVAC Chicks. Yeah, kind of. She's from a lot of things. HVAC Chicks, HVAC Misfits, that other thing, and then 4 other things. And then she also teaches school. And
is it called HVA Chicks?
Yeah, HVAC Chicks.
I just found out one of the comments. She's an engineer. Well, I knew she was an engineer, but she went to MIT. That's pretty cool, huh?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's smarter than the rest of us.
Well, that's why she also does homeschooling on the side for all the neighborhood kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, look who's in the chat there.
Who's that? Oh, send the link. Guess what?
Send the link.
That was so 6 months ago. We don't send links anymore. You got to sign in. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
Dude.
You wanted responsibility? We gave it to you, Joe. Now live up to that side of it,
Come on now. Huh. Well, anyway, real quick, before Joe gets in here, I got to get this out because he doesn't like when I go on other shows. So tomorrow I'm going to be on the HVAC Misfit show with Jennifer and Ryan Hughes man. So that'll be fun. I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, it should be cool.
It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be awkward, I'm sure. And if not, I'll make it awkward. I know me and Ryan we were talking about shavers this week. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna get off on a little bit of a rant just because I got to get this out of my brain before I hand an aneurysm. So it's kind of weird, when you're talking hygiene with another man.
Yeah.
And I sort of slid into Ryan's DMs, and we were talking about shavers. And body hair and shaving our bodies and touching our body, and no, just shaving. We were just talking about shaving, and we were talking about skull shavers, right? And I was like, he made such a good case for it. I'm like, I gotta buy one. So I bought one of these electric skull shavers, dude. And I used it the other day. Game changer, man. Because I've never used one on my head before. It's a game changer. All you bald guys out there, hashtag always bald. Get yourself a electronic skull shaver, whatever they are, palm shaver. They're fantastic.
I imagine you could just sit there and watch TV and
you're just buzzing around your head, and it's no irritation. I cut myself all the time with a razor, dude. It's just such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And the other thing that was awkward today, Chris. You guys all know Chris. He's not here today because it's his wife's birthday, right? And him and his wife are super lovey-dovey. It's real gay. It's real gay. So they're out doing something gay, picking apples, holding hands. And this morning, I was like, hey, Chris, you got a second? I need to pick your brain about something. I had some reefer questions for him. And he's like, hold on. I'm eating my oatmeal. And I was like, oh, yeah, me too. What kind of oatmeal do you have? He's like, oh yeah, I have plain oatmeal with apples in it. Plain ass oatmeal with just cut up apples.
Mm.
Like, you know what kind of a fucking monster you have to be to eat just plain oatmeal with apples? There's absolutely no flavor in that. Super gross. Speaking of gross, what's up, Joe?
Yeah, speaking of gross, you guys suck.
Hey,
you guys
let yourself in, Joe, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
You could let yourself in. You don't need to wait for us to let you in.
How can I let myself in? Because I'm not on the StreamYards. I got the link in the chat. The one you guys talk podcast all week. But before the show, a half hour, nobody's around.
Joe, I've been waiting in here forever. I've been, watching HVAC Shop Talk. He's got a lot of episodes talking about Ryobi, talking about old Makita 9-volt drills. I'm watching this stuff, waiting for you guys. You know?
You can watch that. I don't have to.
Man, you must have been really bored. Man, it's funny. I just threw away all my Ryobi drill bits this week because they are a straight garbage, dude. I got the Ryobi bits that you can just throw them right in the chuck of your impactor, you know?
Yeah.
Straight garbage, dude. Like 1,000,000% garbage. Not only would every single bit just immediately grip into something and then the chuck would just spin around the drill bit, like it did no good.
Right.
And then so I'd pop the drill bit out and like put it in my drill, and it still didn't really work that well. Just the worst drill bits I've ever. I just immediately threw them all away. The whole thing right in the trash.
So I want to just address something really quick. I've been gone, guys. I took a sabbatical.
Yeah, we noticed.
I apologize, and
I can think everybody's taking sabbaticals. You're gone. Chris is gone. Joe barely shows up anymore. So it's like a one-man band over here.
So a couple weeks ago, I went to the not HVAC. I was going to say Excellence, but that was even before that. I went to the HVACR conference in New Orleans, right? I show up late. My flight gets delayed. Listen to this, all right? So I'm scheduled to go to a dinner. I'm supposed to get right off the plane. I did not bring, I didn't check any luggage. Dustin Cole, friend of the show, was going to meet me at the airport, pick me up, and we were going to walk into this restaurant. And I was going to have dinner with like Don Gillis, Christopher Hughes, Wes from ACA. Ed was supposed to be there, but he was sick. Jim Bergman. It was a great dinner. That's the whole reason why I didn't bring any clothes with me, right? My flight gets delayed 4 hours. 4 hours I'm sitting at the airport. Anyway, so I show up. Everyone's half in the bag at the hotel. I walk in. First person I see is Jim Bergman, right? He immediately wants to go upstairs and crash because it's late. Dustin Cole, he was throwing a couple back, and he's like, let's go for a walk. Dude, let me tell you something. Walking downtown New Orleans at 1 o'clock in the morning, that's next level.
That's like good level, or are we talking like Steel Reserve drunk level?
That's like, hey man, I'm gonna get shot. It was pretty. I was a little nervous for my safety. Let's say that.
What was what's the purpose of walking around downtown Louisiana or wherever you were?
He wanted to find another bar to have a beer before he went to bed.
Huh.
So I'm humoring him, but I'm carrying my carry-on luggage with me, and we're walking. There's people falling down on the street, screaming at each other. Random guy was yelling at me the one day we were down there. He's just walking with me, next to me, screaming at me. Top of his lungs, screaming at me. I'm like,
what was he saying?
He's like, you MFer, I know, I'll take you out. And he's like, it's an older guy. I'm like, is he talking to me? Dustin's like, yeah, I either that or the invisible guy next to you.
Oh yeah. Did you have your carry-on luggage with you at that time?
No, I had nothing. But it was kind of cool because during the day, Don Gillis and Christopher Hughes had this idea to do HVAC street beats. So we were walking around talking to random people and asking them about their air conditioning.
You go up to the crazy drug addict who's yelling at you and be like, what do you think about building science and airflows? You ever use a blower door? And the guy's just like screaming nonsense at you. Like, I put coffee grounds in my underwear. I don't care about blower doors or shit.
That was exactly what we did. Legit.
That is awesome. That is awesome. The next time we all go any place, we need to do that. That very same concept, except we'll ask our HVAC overtime questions with maybe a few serious ones mixed in there, but it
was fun. So yeah. I got to hang out. We picked apart my brother's house, made a couple short videos on it. So that was interesting.
Yeah, how'd that project turn out? I don't know how much you're allowed to talk about this, so I don't want to ask too many questions because I know a little bit about it.
Right. We're not supposed to talk about most of it, I don't think. But
Oh, still?
yeah. But anyway, so turns out I'll give you the lowdown. So I did a load calc at my brother's house. Probably not supposed to talk about this, but I'm sorry. I have a big mouth. This is a show. Don't tell me anything. It's coming
That's
out.
a good point. Yeah,
Right.
Whoever told Adam anything, you should know he can't keep secrets.
But so did a load calc on his house. His house has a 90,000 BTU furnace, 90%, 90 plus, and a 4-ton condenser. So originally, myself and Dustin Cole both did a load calc on it. We kind of compared our numbers. We were very close to each other.
Cool.
We actually used fresh air. We were bringing in, we were modeling for ventilation in that. Turns out he doesn't have ventilation, so he corrected that. His blower door number was actually pretty tight. He was 1,350 CFM 50, if you guys know what I'm talking about. He's got a 2,700 square foot house, and he had 60 CFM duct leakage to outside, which is pretty cool. So, but turns out he needs like a 2-ton.
So he's oversized.
Double.
Nice.
Dually.
Very nice.
Where's Chris anyways, guys?
It's his wife's birthday. They're doing birthday stuff.
Yeah. They're like holding hands.
Something stupid.
Jennifer asks if that was that blower door video. No, that was just like me messing around. That was not the video. We're having like a legit video that we're doing. But
What's it? Oh, you don't want to say what's it called? Like stuff like that.
no.
All right.
It's pretty cool. It turned out pretty well. It's mostly done. They're waiting on me. I got to do my last part from my house.
Last part for your house.
From my house. I got
from your house. Okay.
So it's going to be like that. The video, the first video when we got kicked off Shop Talk, where I'm just sitting there.
Got kicked off anywhere.
Dude. we got booted, man. We got booted.
Yeah, what's up with your space there, Joe? Your lighting is
dude. It's all screwed up right now. I don't know what. I'm so close. I don't want to be this close to you guys, and I'm close.
Why?
It's okay.
You move your desk around.
I know.
No, I didn't. I left everything the same, but for some reason, this was not like.
Then we got Joe live from the hood of a car on a dash cam.
I tried zooming out. It doesn't work.
Anyways, your lighting matches your MTV shirt, Joe.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Nice.
And that's a nice new HVAC Overtime hat, I noticed.
Oh, you like that, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get?
What do you guys think of the thumbnail this week? I thought it was pretty legit, man. With the I don't want to say the new logo, but the sweet gangster ghetto style logo.
Yeah, it was nice.
Sweet. I have one of those somewhere. Oh,
do we have stickers? Didn't we have stickers made up of
those stickers? Look at. I have bigger. The original style logo stickers.
Oh yeah, the original, the OG stickers, eh?
The OG.
So if any of you guys want a sticker, they're all free. You just got to drive to Adam's house and pick them up because he will never ever mail them to you.
No, because yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. You guys think I'm like the freaking United U.S.
Postal? Yes.
I mean,
this is a sticker that the only people who have seen this so far has been either Bill on his design or people at the symposium this year.
Dun dun dun.
Who's that?
Oh, Joe doesn't even know about this sticker.
No, I don't.
HVAC Worldwide, baby.
Wow, I even know.
Straight up.
Wow, it's nice. No wonder it looks like the logo or new design.
What up, G? Dave G. Dave G said he drove to your house and he didn't get nothing.
Yeah, I didn't have anything at the time. I had to give on one of the street beats. Chris was like, "Hey, do you think your air conditioner is oversized or sized properly?"
Oh yeah, what'd they say?
She's like, "Well, my air conditioner's in the window, so yeah, I think it's sized properly." Yeah, she wanted to get everyone to give our business cards, but I didn't have a business card, so she stole one of my ACA stickers from the conference.
Ooh.
And it was pretty cool. But they had look at this. I'm trying to think of a good place to put this.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Nice. Yeah, I saw those. I think somebody posted one of those in the group. the Facebook group, which, by the way, any y'all watching, if you're not part of the HVAC Overtime Facebook group, go check it out. Join up. All you got to do is answer some questions and not have noodles in your name, and we'll let you in. That's all. And then while you're at it, go over to the HVAC Overtime website, hvacOvertime.com. Check out our stuff. Buy our crap. You can buy it. I don't remember how to send it, but yeah, try it out.
How does I've seen the same? How does a dual stage train heat pump XR17 choose between operating stage 1 versus 2? Is it the logic held within the thermostat or within some sort of circuitry on control board?
Well, what kind of thermostat is it? Are you using is that one?
Yes, ma'am, Jennifer. Go check out hvacOvertime.com. Sorry, I had to interrupt for a merch plug.
I think it's a train. They're probably talking about that train one.
Are you talking about? Is it not the 1050? Is it 1050? Is
that what? I can't remember the number. It was that expensive train one. I don't know. Probably.
So, yeah, as far as I remember, it's been a while since I've installed train, but if you have the communicating thermostat to 1050, that actually is like a real-time communication modulation if it's an inverter or whatever, and a modulating furnace.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that could be used with a 2-stage. So anyway, but that's a cool thermostat. If you open your door in the middle of winter or in the middle of summer and it gets blasted with hot or cold air, it will instantly ramp, which a lot of the other thermostats, it's like algorithms, like runtime based and such,
If it's the one I'm thinking of, it does do 2 stages, and it's always, the algorithm is always like measuring temp per minute and all that bullshit, and it'll, like, every, I don't know, with a 10-degree difference, it might kick off, maybe depending on the weather outside too. I think it does a bunch of shit, to be honest. It's pretty
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've installed a train. Train did me wrong, guys. They really did.
Why did you wrong? Let people know. The ones that don't
know. Yeah. All right. I'm glad you're at. So many years ago, I had this YouTube channel that didn't have any videos on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was we walked into this install, and the guy was replacing what is that? Not XL. X something, the 900, the little cube train condensers, the old small little tan things, right? And we go to start recovering it. The dude like ran this thing over, not legit ran it over, but hit it with like the arm of a backhoe.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever play with a backhoe, but like if you're just renting one, it's like really confusing with all the levers and knobs.
Yeah, there's a bit of a curve.
So he like hit a button, it went the wrong way and smashed his condenser. Funny thing is, it still ran and it was still working. This thing was like mangled. So I took a video on it, and the guy that still works with me today, you could hear his voice in it, you could hear my voice in it. I'm like, it's hard to stop a train. And Nate was like, it's still working? I'm like, still running. And I had that on YouTube. They contacted me. They asked me to purchase the rights to that video. And I said, okay, well, sign this. You need to sign this NDA. So I signed the NDA, never heard back from him. Fast forward 4 or 6 months, something like that. I get home from work, sitting on the toilet, doing my business, reading my emails. I get an email from Train about the spring special. And then there's like, watch their new promo video. And they freaking stole my video.
They never sent you any money for it?
I don't even care about the money. They didn't send me a thank you card. Hey, awesome job doing this. Or they didn't even acknowledge me.
Wow.
So I'm like, all right, well, hey.
Wow, bunch of dicks, man. I got a train video that I could maybe show them where I have a train rooftop unit that now basically has a pyramid in the condenser, or a pyramid shape in the condenser. Somebody ran into this rooftop unit with a forklift, right? Microchannel coil. They ran into it with a forklift. And for whatever reason, whoever picked it up actually accepted it, took it out to this place, and then installed it on the roof. Poorly, I might add, which we'll get into at another time, but it's just mind-boggling. If you see this coil in person, which I made a video, I'm still hesitant if I want to release it because I got a little bit of shit from another part of some pictures that I posted about this very same train unit, right? And but the condenser coil on this thing, man, it's got to be pushed in a good 7-8 inches, like right in the center of the coil. It pushed it into the point where the lack of better terminology, the suction header and the liquid header on both sides, like they started pulling in towards the center. Like it was pushed in that much. The surprising part was I don't know how it's still working, but it's working just fine. I hooked up to it. I'm getting 49-degree air out of it. Both stages are running. I mean, it's
you were you
amazing, honestly.
You posted a picture of yourself working on it. You got quite a bit of hate comments in your.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I was confused for a minute. And that's why I was sending screenshots to you guys to be like, what's going on? These guys are getting kind of hatey. They're getting kind of mad at this. So this train unit, right? It's I don't even remember the model number to tell you, but go into the HVAC Overtime group, you'll see it. I posted a picture of these pieces of cardboard that I screwed to the train unit, so you can see the electrical cabinet with all the contactors, controls, and everything. And then above and below it, you can see various pieces of cardboard. Which, if I knew how, I'd get up right now and show you guys. But I don't know. I don't have that technology.
I could probably show you.
That's what I was insinuating.
But
so while Adam's fishing around for that, but the reason I had to put these pieces of cardboard there is because when you take a train panel off to like look at the electronic components or the compressors or whatever, you bypass the condenser. Obviously, once you do that, you're going to start getting high head pressure issues. So you can't look at the compressors while it's running. You can't look at the electronics while it's running unless you like rig up this stupid cardboard system to block off the condenser. And this specific train unit, it's got this electrical cabinet, right? And one of the cool things in the video is I pointed this out in the video, which I don't know if I'm going to release it or not, but the electrical cabinet is actually hinged. So you can unhook one side of it and it'll swing out, right? So I'm like looking at this thing and I'm swinging this thing back and forth. I'm like, oh, well, shit, I could swing this out and then put the panel back on. That's what you think, right? Oh, no, you can't even do that. You can swing it out so it's like out of the way, but not to the point of doing anything. You can't put a panel there. You can't take the panel that you pulled off and like put it in place and like finish diagnosing it. It's literally the dumbest thing. It's almost like train is just going through these steps of like, well, I don't know, let's try this, see if this works. Like I don't even understand the concept of it.
That is weird. The way
it makes
I can't find your post for some reason.
It's an older unit, right? Like how old is that thing?
No, it's like a year old.
Oh wow. So they're still doing that?
Yeah, it's real stupid though.
I didn't really.
You want me to send it in the super secret chat, Adam?
Yeah. Oh, I found an awesome picture of you and Brian Orr and
of me and Brian Orr?
Yeah.
Which one's that?
Yeah, how old is that?
I don't know.
Let's bring that up. I don't remember that picture. Oh yeah, I do remember that picture.
Dude, where the hell did you get that? Oh my god.
No, what's his name there? Steve made that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an oldie but a goodie, man. Yeah, I just said that over.
Oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, that was back in my long hair days, bro. Long hair, don't care.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Hit this button because that's what I do.
Hitting buttons.
Captive air exhaust fan that restaurant was getting installed will be awesome.
Yeah,
cool.
Right there.
Yes, that work. Oh yeah.
Nothing too crazy, right? But some of the comments were like, "You should be fired," and they're like, "Why are you doing that?" Like, and one guy was like, "I wouldn't touch that unit if I was you. It's a huge liability." I'm like, because it was installed improperly. Like, I mean, they called me to service it. Like, there's some details behind the scenes you guys don't know about, but at the end of the day, that must have been one of Yamo's messages. But yeah, so you see that electronics compartment right there?
Yeah.
So on the left, you'll see like I think there's just one screw in the picture. But on the left of that, you can see where there's one screw. You take out that one screw, and that whole electronic cabinet swings out to the right. But like if you swing it all the way to the right, it still doesn't do anything. Like I guess if you were changing a compressor, that would be handy. But I thought when I first discovered you could do that, I'm like, oh, I just swing this thing open and then I can put the panel back over it. But you can't even really do that because all the wiring is like still right there. It's just so stupid. I hate trains, man. I absolutely hate them. They're just so inconvenient, stupid.
Yeah. Hughesman says, seems like a good way to work on it while it's running to me.
Yeah, but there was so many people that were like, "Why? I don't know why you're doing that." And they're like, "What happened to the panel?" And like, "I can't believe somebody would do this." And you should
Yeah.
be fired. And like, I'm like, "Do you guys?" So I had to go back and like add some context. I'm like, "You guys not understand what I'm doing here?"
Apparently
You know,
not a lot of
is
them, right?
nobody ever worked on a train unit? Like, it's like, yeah, you pull that panel off, you bypass the condenser. Like, what are you gonna do? Work on it while it's going off on high head pressure?
Right.
I'm like, I don't know what's going on. It's going off on high head pressure whenever I try to diagnose it.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's another good picture.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He gone. No, it's there.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Who
yeah,
made
yeah.
that one? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Was that like Aunt Jemima? Oh no, that's me.
Aunt
Like, why am I so
Jemima?
dark?
Is that Aunt Jemima?
Like, honestly.
No, that's you with your
Holy
Italian tan.
damn.
Look how dark you are, man. What are you?
Shibbity-bop, shibbity-bop, shibbity-bop,
Yeah,
Oh
shibbity-bop.
god.
the
He's
tracksuit
not Italian,
Italian.
that guy.
Can I play that guy right now? I want you guys to see he's Italian all day
He's a
long.
wannabe. He's a Persian.
100%.
These
Most
Persian
Italian guy.
wannabes, dude.
Joe Furicioso. He'll agree.
No. He
And
knows.
Michael House
He's
says
some-
that's racist. You can't say that anymore.
Say what?
Aunt Jemima.
Oh yeah, that's right. They banned it.
Yeah. Isn't
Well,
that
sure.
crazy?
Like from my, I don't know.
You can't say Aunt
I heard
Jemima.
a story behind that Aunt Jemima was like she was like a hero. You know what I mean? She was a role model. So
Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima.
That was
Mhm.
good. That was good, JJ.
I'm going to take a shot every time Joe is racist. Well, you're going to be drunk real fast.
Actually,
Yeah.
Manzo, yeah, you could decide too if this or Brett, advanced refrigeration.
It starts playing music right
Tell
away.
me if it's an Arabic or an Italian. You tell me.
He's 100% Italian.
I can't find it. But if you guys Google that song, just Google Scuba Bop, Skibidi. How does that song go?
I don't know, man. But
You're
it's
just
belly
saying words,
shaking.
though.
It's shikabida bop 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 ba bop bop.
Schmiddly bop.
Smiddly Bop, Smiddly Bop, Skibidi Bop, Bop, Bop.
Right.
But he's
And
got
some
like
guy's handing him a shawarma while he's doing it. So you tell me if
he's
This
dancing
is-
like this with his stomach and he's eating freaking
Yeah, see,
spaghetti.
I would fire us too. This is the best we got.
Yeah. Well,
But you know what I've
Excuse
been
me.
talking about for years and years and years is we should do something like let's go through the Facebook group right now and look at some viewer spotlights. Like let's get some interaction with the audience here.
sounds good. That's exactly what Zach did on HVAC
You know
Shop
what,
Talk last week.
Jennifer?
Oh,
I really hope
I
you're
mean,
not
maybe
saying-
that's not such a good idea. Let's go back to the TikTok guy that we're talking about. And we can just keep on saying words trying to make it into the song. Schmiddly bop bop bop.
Like, oh no.
Whoa. I think I'm like reached the nexus.
The Nexus.
shit.
Oh man.
I feel like I'm in Inception.
I hit the wrong button. I'm the worst button pusher we've ever
No
known.
shit,
Yeah,
man.
that is
Tell
true.
you what, dude. Like, I wasn't joking when I'm like, we need another button pusher. Actually, I think my exact words were, we need somebody else who can hit sound effects at the wrong times or something.
So this is Joe. Is this actually your service call?
No, somebody sent it to me.
What are we looking at here? Are you? What is that? A rattlesnake? What is this?
No. Check it out, man.
Oh,
It's
you
like
did
a
that.
blanket.
I don't know how to make it bigger.
Oh, that was in the blower wheel.
Yeah, dude. But look
Oh
how
my goodness!
The music
look
in
how
there.
it came apart. That was nuts.
This is
I
not
can't
going.
believe you're just
Hey,
touching
Brennan.
it with your bare hands, man.
That's not him.
That's not me. It's not me.
No,
You think I'm white like that? Come on.
well, I mean,
My hands are like killer, dude. They're working
Oh.
hard.
We used to do stuff like this. Remember, this is like our roots going through
Yeah.
pictures and stuff like that. This is where we
Probably like-
started.
We
I'd be like
definitely
2
didn't
years
do it this
ago.
cat like that though. Hey, you know what? Brett actually is in chat. He's the one who posted that.
Yeah. So
I think that's him. I could be
that's
wrong.
yeah. What do you think? How are you changing the filters on this one?
yeah, like I said in the comments, only when the power goes out.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
I had this complex I was doing work for, and they refused
That is Brett.
they refused to buy a curb adapter, and all of the units up there somebody else installed. they like did this exact same thing where they like took the return box portion of it and just kept it and somehow just patched this thing over. And I'm like,
Right.
come on.
I know, right?
I seen a similar setup like that at a dollar store once, and the condenser section of the unit was starting to sag.
Ooh. Hey,
Yeah, it was real nice.
It's funny you say that about. Oh,
Hey,
there we are.
what do we got
Hey,
here?
what is that? Are
That's
we
like
watching
crazy.
ourselves live on
That's pretty
Facebook?
cool.
Did you ever see Spaceballs? Like,
Yeah.
what are we watching? We're watching now, sir. What do you mean now? Now is now. What's
Now
that?
is now.
Then is now.
Then is now.
Then is
When will
now.
then be now? Soon.
Oh my god! How many times did you watch that to remember?
I
Oh, that's
know,
a good
right?
post. What do you guys do with your money? Hey, that guy buys tickets. You know, listen. If it's not a disease,
HVAC paid for it.
right? If it's not a disease, and it's not like impeding anything, like you're being healthy about
Who's
it.
paying
Who cares?
for
Do whatever you want.
for diseases, Joe? Are you paying for diseases?
You know what I mean? Like if you're doing drugs, you get money, you're doing drugs like meth.
Well, I
And
mean,
yeah,
that's
obviously it's not good, but
I buy too much coffee and too many energy drinks. That's my vice.
no, you buy too much fancy coffee.
Yeah. No, I actually been drinking my own coffee recently, more so than
Oh, that's right. You did buy a $10,000 coffee maker
true.
$10,000. What?
Ding.
All right. Oh,
to
see,
save some money.
this is asking if we were coming on tonight.
Yeah, but you know what? Guess what? I answered Jennifer because these guys were nowhere to be found.
Dude, I was sitting in here
Exactly.
watching Shop Talk, waiting for you. I was sitting in here watching Shop Talk.
Why would I be watching Shop Talk? I'm at home.
Should have been monitoring the super secret chat. Yeah,
Oh,
right
yeah,
there. There's the
a lot of
post that you
comments.
couldn't find 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Let's go through some of these comments. This is a good idea. You can see how they're all like calling for my head.
Yeah, let's see. We got any good ones? Panel disappeared. Been waiting on a carrier one for 2 months. He thought that you were missing a panel and you patched one with cardboard. That would work, I guess, for a day.
Yeah, in a pinch. I mean,
in a pinch.
I can't say I haven't done that before, but
in 37 years, I've never seen anyone do this. What exactly are you trying to accomplish?
yeah, I didn't understand that. Like, it's like mind-boggling. Like, it's like I installed the thing like upside down or something. I'm like, dude, we're just blocking airflow off, man.
Right.
It's a simple concept. Like not knowing anything about a train unit specifically, you should be able to look at that and at least have a general idea. Again, I know I put no context in the original post because I just put the struggle is real, y'all, or something like that. But people are just like, what are you doing? You're so stupid. I can't believe you took our jobs. And like, fucking A, people, relax.
This guy thought it was a good idea. Jesse Pirtle rhymes with turtle. It's a really good idea. I always wrestle with trying to maintain condenser airflow with those beeps.
Yeah. Well, the guys that know. See the guys.
Yeah,
that
there's
know
a couple
the
guys in
difference,
there that are. I think is it Greg Mersel? Maybe
yeah.
further down. He's like, yeah, I knew exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what these other guys are talking about.
I like that one. That's nice.
What is that?
Yeah, about that.
Well, isn't that special? The church lady from Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah.
Steve Rogers, good friend of the show from the Energy Conservatory.
Yeah.
Glad to see you went with grade A curly fry boxes. Those grade B curly fry boxes are just garbage.
Yeah, everybody was getting hungry.
Even his jokes are too smart for me to understand. I'm still thinking about that.
Yeah. Oh, Chris says one day we're going to hear a good story about this unit. I'm sure we will.
Here we will.
Yeah, one day. But that post right there, I was like, maybe I'll release the video on like the reason I was there on that specific unit. Because I had to drive to Pennsylvania to go to that unit. Pennsylvania, man. That's 4.5 hours from my house to go work on this unit. Not because I'm anything special, only because of the, we'll call it, special circumstances around that unit.
And, what was wrong with it?
Nothing. Well, I mean, there is something wrong with it. When it was originally installed and picked up from the warehouse, a forklift smashed into the condenser, right? And you can't see this in the pictures, but I highlight this heavily in the video. A forklift ran into the condenser, pushed the center of the condenser in a good 7 or 8 inches, right? And the thing still runs, but a previous technician had said that he thought the unit was going off on high head pressure. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I saw pictures of the condenser. I'm like, I see the condenser. Yeah, it's beat. It didn't blow the charge. Amazingly, it didn't blow the charge. But I was like, even if that center of that coil, we'll say a 5-inch radius where the original, like, I don't know, impingement was on those little micro channels, even if those are blocked off, you should still be able to get enough airflow across there to get it to work right. I can't imagine that's causing it to go off on a high head pressure. So long story short, I didn't find anything wrong with it. It ran just fine.
Awesome. I just realized something. Hold on.
What's up?
Hold on.
Just realized how active I've been in the group, Joe, and not even like a, hey man, you're killing it, Bill, or like, hey Bill, thanks for being cool or something.
Yeah,
there you go. That's what I realized.
What is Joe, our moderator?
You sent something in the private chat.
Oh, hold on. Let me bring up the private. Where's the private chat at? I don't even know where the private chat went.
Oh, it's on screen.
Do I even have a private chat anymore?
Do you want me to show it?
Oh, there we go.
I'll open it up for you guys, huh?
Don't open it. Oh my god.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm trying to find some good stuff to talk about. We can only talk about the same unit for so long, all right? This was a good one. This is gold right here.
Yeah, but it's gold, but like not gold because it's like played out.
Old gold.
I like this. If you guys haven't seen this, I'm gonna start.
Cheeto.
We're gonna get the music here.
I definitely won't be drinking a Bud Light right now. That's for sure. Or Bud Ice, whatever the frig that was.
Going back to that unit, we need a new condensing coil for that aluminum microchannel. And Train was like, yeah, we don't have any raw materials to make one yet. And I was like, wait a minute. Bud Light has all the aluminum they can get their hands on and make all these gay beer cans, but like we can't get enough to make a aluminum coil for this unit, man.
What's the story behind the gay beer cans? I keep seeing that all over.
I don't know.
I think they put a transgender woman on the beer can.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. But
so someone called it tranny fluid.
Hilarious. Oh man.
Oh man.
I love when people get so upset about that.
Are we done?
Well, I don't know if I would get beer if it had a tranny on it. That's for sure. I'm not.
I wouldn't buy it. I'm just like,
I wouldn't buy it.
Come on,
it's weird.
I wouldn't care either way. Like, I'm like, whatever. It's not like, let's say, like, if I still drank, right? I used to drink Bud Light or Bud Ice. Bud Ice was one of my favorite beers. But like, let's say I still drank and they put a tranny on there. I don't know, transgender, whatever you want to call them. They put them on the Bud Light bottle. I'm like, I might not buy that one and like walk around and show people it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I like the beer, I'll drink it.
I guess.
I just don't care that much. Like, I'm not that emotionally invested in what Bud Light does to give two shits.
Probably same, Bill. I'm probably saying, but you think it was a genius putting that for the Hillbillies?
I don't think it really. I mean, the guys that drink on a normal basis, you think they're going to change the beer that they drink?
We'll say that to the Southerners. You tell me in chat. The Southerners, you think they want to see that on their beer?
I think
nothing of that.
I think Bud Light doesn't know their audience very well.
No,
but also they want to expand their audience, so they're like they have to try to please everybody, not just people that watch NASCAR, right?
Yeah,
but,
I don't know.
Like, again, I wouldn't necessarily buy that beer and like walk around and be like, hey guys, look at my tranny fluid, it's great, drinking it up, blah blah blah. But also
I 100%. I think honestly that's a conversation starter at a party. 100%.
Be like, look at this.
It is
just like walk up with somebody, be like, hey, you guys have wieners too? Like, and just get the conversation started. Let's get a conversation started. Trevor Matthews, refrigeration mentor.
We should have him on.
But also I wouldn't buy 30 12 packs of the beer and run it over just to.
Oh, you seen that?
Oh, I've seen so many TikTok videos of people just like ruining beer. I'm like, you guys realize you paid for that, right? Like,
that is the same.
I don't understand that.
Ted's in the chat. Me and Ted, or Ted and I, have this conversation quite a bit because you think you got a lot of hate on that post that you made? Ted gets some massive amounts of hate on all.
Oh, I imagine. Well, he's much more popular than me too.
So he gets this hate and he just doesn't show it. People like make the comment and they think it's there, but it doesn't show up. But like, it's like he doesn't care because these same people that give him the hate all the time, they keep watching his videos.
Yeah,
Hating him. He's making money off of you
Right.
hating him.
Right.
He's making good money. Like, I'm not going to throw out any numbers because I don't really know, but I can tell you he's making good money off of YouTube.
Yes.
Like, he probably doesn't even need to work anymore, but he does it just to keep fueling the hate machine.
I think that the only reason why he works is so he can continue making money on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be wrong. I think he really likes doing it, but you know.
Yeah, I think he likes getting out of the house and, you know, fixing things, helping people out, making his YouTube videos. He was on Sunday with, I don't know if there's a name of the little program, but with Rick and Ryan, HVACR Survival and Ryan Huseman. They had a little thing Sunday and they were all chatting
Chatting it up.
Yeah, it was a good time. I popped in there for a minute.
Cool.
There was
I don't know. I don't know. It's just, that was a weird thing they did. That's for sure. I think they lost like, I don't know what amount of money. Like, I think billions from that.
No.
You don't think so?
No, absolutely not.
How about millions? For sure, millions.
Dude, here's the thing. They are tied to so many other beer labels and crap. Like, if somebody stops buying Bud Light, they're going to move over to X brand, which is also made by the same company, and they're
made in the same place.
You know,
but dude, you've seen everybody talking about. That's a lot of shit, man. Like, I don't know, man.
Honestly, it made me thirsty.
Hey, what's up, Big Clive?
It made you thirsty for a beer. Somebody else in chat was saying about these. What was he saying? I think it was the same.
So did Joe, Clive.
Yeah, don't feel too bad, Clive. Joe's a regular part of the show, and he totally just biffed it, man.
You know what, guys? If you open up the live again,
just in time for the gay beer bit, he says.
Yeah.
You go in the private group, you can see when I messaged saying, "Hey, where's the link?"
But
nobody was around.
Moderator, you can go to StreamYard and log in
That's
and
true.
let yourself in.
But they changed.
Remember last week
when do the same thing anymore?
When Joe was able to like highlight comments and stuff? That's because he went through StreamYard. That's the only way you can do that.
Yeah, for the guys asking questions, sorry, I can't highlight them because I can't
you're saying you can't do it. For some reason, Bill was able to do it.
Yeah, if I can do it, Joe, you can do it.
No, I could do it, but today I can't because I'm not on StreamYards. I'm just got the link.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't get it.
I didn't get the link. I just logged in.
Religiously talking in the side chat, but today, a half hour, 40 minutes before the show, nobody's around. Nobody's around.
Joe.
Yeah.
Let's go back. I'm gonna open this chat up. We're gonna show this to the world. This is the don't do that.
Yeah, we say a lot of bad things in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna lose all our sponsors. The sizzling steak sponsor, the slippery Oreo sponsor, whatever other sponsors we had, they're all gone.
We had that.
All right, Chipmunk, I'll breathe.
You mean HVAC 2.0? Yeah, we lost them. They don't even want to be associated with us.
We don't need anybody.
Yeah,
right, Michael, you're right.
I gotta watch how I say that word.
Yeah, you do.
Don't say it too fast.
Medium, exactly, Michael. Exactly. Fuck them anyway. Exactly.
Wait, what are we talking about? Are we still talking about beer? What are we talking about?
He's talking about some other people sponsoring and people.
Oh yeah, Michael. I know who he's talking about.
Medium stack slim AHU that can mount vertically to a wall. Who else is compatible? 18-20 ton system with 4 to 5 ton heads. I know. Listen, when it comes to mini splits ductless, Fujitsu, Mitsu have everything. I see vertical units with Mitsu in the wall. You know, the ones with they're
the only ones that do that.
I think Fujitsu does too.
Fujitsu.
I think
Mitsubishi does them too.
Yeah, I believe so. I've seen Mitsubishi. Yeah, I believe. I don't know how high capacity they'll do, but with like a return grill, maybe one elbow out. But I think Fujitsu they could get pretty high static. Like they got some high static ductless. So you could
I did a Daikin slim duct unit where I did a full duct system on an addition.
Air handler.
Air handler. It was in a unconditioned attic. I have a media air cleaner, full out freaking duct system. Turned out nice.
Yeah, awesome. I remember that you telling me about that. It's still going good, that unit?
I just started it up about a week ago.
So, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Welcome to this show. Oh, Josh. Okay. Sorry. I wish I could read some of this chat. I gotta bring this chat somewhere else in here so I can read.
Good if you just would have logged in, like you know.
Log in like a real Mongolian.
I know. Well, this Mongolian is listening to you guys chirp, 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 chirp all week, but for some reason he went.
I'm bringing up the chat. That's it.
Listen, just go. Hey, listen, just see when I first message. The first message.
Not like we changed the password on StreamYards.
It seems like you guys did. You guys were nowhere to be found.
I just save all the passwords.
I'm just gonna read you what was happening. At 7:18, I'm in here by myself. I make a star emoji. Then I make another star emoji. Then I make another star emoji. And then I say, "Where is everyone at?"
Which I don't know what star emojis even mean.
And then message.
Joe responded with a star emoji.
Woo!
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We talk in emoji, guys.
Yes.
And then my next thing was, because we were discussing earlier in the week, maybe we should have a meeting, because we were talking about tightening the ship up a little bit, you know, the exact opposite of what we're doing tonight. That's what we were trying to talk about.
Basically, we're going to talk about the same stuff I've been pushing for 2 years.
Okay.
Right. So
just throwing that out there.
After Joe's star emoji, I say, well, decisions are being made. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I gave
positions are being filled.
Yep. And then I gave a cowboy emoji. And then a half hour later, Joe says, "Where's the link?" Half hour.
What time? What time?
7:43.
Pretty good. 7:43. Okay.
17 minutes.
All right. When this show first started airing back in the 1980s, right?
Yeah.
We had
86, I think we started.
We had an unwritten rule that we were going to show up at 7 o'clock Central Time to discuss the show and get everything ready.
Yeah. Kind of get our voices warmed up, get our jitters out, our pre-show jitters or our anxieties.
And Joe, progressively, guess what? Your girlfriend beat you here tonight, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, isn't she amazing?
We were talking, Bill's like, his girlfriend's not even real. And then she starts commenting in the chat. I'm like, well, maybe she is.
Yeah, she got you this time. Bam.
Well, somebody commented in the chat. Kevin from Zimbabwe commented in the chat.
Maybe it was a Mongolian from Zimbabwe, right? Yeah, maybe. It's a mystery. That's funny.
So what else? What are you guys running into this week besides your package unit that got ran over by a semi?
And I tell you what, like this last week and a half, 2 weeks here, I've had a string of interesting enough calls for me to start making a couple videos again.
Really?
So I've had to I dusted off my video editing software on my phone. I dusted off my old Note 8, busted that thing out again, and started making some videos.
When are you going to start posting them?
You did.
I did.
I didn't see it. Sorry.
Well, sure, because you know where to be found. Just a chat.
Because guess who's not poking around our group anymore now that he works for the HVAC school group?
Oh.
Hey.
Just like moments ago, he's like, "I don't see your post in the group, Bill." And then I'm like, "Hey, let's go to the Facebook group and look around," and scroll down 2 lines and "Oh, there's my post that Adam couldn't find."
Yeah.
He doesn't care about us.
No.
Yeah.
What were we bitching about again? What were
I don't know. But I'm just watching my video that I posted.
Oh yeah, about me posting videos. That's what it was. Yeah.
The Duck Blaster video. That was pretty cool. Doing the I don't know if we went over that with you, Bill, but we did with Chris for sure. The duct leakage to outside test. That's a pretty cool test. Running the blower door and the duct blaster at the same time.
Oh, that's cool. What happened?
So you basically, by doing that,
Christopher Hughes, right?
Yeah. By doing that and by setting your pressures properly and all that, you can get, it's not a real life leakage because you're changing the location of the fan. And then also you're not totally matching the duct system static pressure throughout, right? So, but anyways, you're looking at, you're measuring the duct leakage, how much of your air is leaking outside of the envelope by doing that. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Cool. That's cool.
Sounds like smart people chatter.
Friendly HVAC neighborhood maintenance guy. Sorry, friendly maintenance guy. Sorry, your name's long. He was asking about. He's like HVAC school group ? So I don't think a lot of people know your role. Yeah, there it is.
I don't think we're supposed to talk about my role. No.
Oh no.
Yeah, Adam.
I posted an article about it. So
he's a content creator in the HVAC.
I'm not really a content. I don't know what my role is. I just help. I
He
do
just
what I
does
can.
stuff. He makes content. He wrote an article. He approves posts.
I wrote
He tells
actually
people
a second
what to do.
article, and then I helped edit a third article. So I'm like
Nice.
2 1/4 articles right now.
Hey, if somebody
Cool.
sends me 1,000,000 Wagoos, I will use them. I was talking about that in my latest group of, or my latest video rather. What did I do? I wire nutted some. Oh, the condensing fan cycling switch. I just bypassed it with a wire nut, and I was talking about Wagoos. I'm like, why would I use Wagoos right now? I got 500 trillion wire nuts to use up first.
Yeah, I know.
So then
I have so
maybe
many
I'll go to
too.
Wagoos. You know, like
Do you guys lube your dampers?
no, I got nobody that does preventative maintenance anymore.
You know what? Like nobody does. Like if you could cycle them a bit. Like the ones that come, even fresh air exhaust, most of them aren't they plastic anyways. The economizer gears are a lot of times are plastic.
I
You know
find
what? You know what usually binds is the actual
the motor.
blades.
The blades.
You know
No,
the
see what usually binds for me is like the motor. The last
for that. Yeah.
like the last one that I found that wasn't working was the motor was just stuck.
Yeah, I remember one a long time ago, almost when I first started. Like, I remember there was one. It was a lot of times the mechanical rooms for the boilers they're in series with like the what are they called? Um, Power burner. So unless that damper is open, that power burner won't start. It's like code for mechanical room. Anyways, I remember a guy was telling me he had to shave him because it was getting sticky and it was blowing, like putting out the boiler. But anyways, and yeah, it's pretty neat. He shaved the sides, blah blah blah, fix the problem. So that's the only thing I see somebody customizing. But yeah, here that's how it is. Mechanical rooms, unless those things open, that boiler is not starting. They're all like that.
I did a not with combustion air, but I did. You remember, that geothermal one I was talking about forever? That I'm still actually not done with it. He's still asking me to do more crap over there, but it's like years in the making. What was I gonna say? I put Belimo dampers on the zone. It's end switch. Belimo makes an end switch zone damper where you could like pop it in, right? And then like it's either normally open, normally closed contacts. So they have a pottery room, and I have it set up where, in order for him to fire the kiln, because it's such a tight space and it's such a small area, we don't want to spread the fumes and everything else throughout the rest of the space. He has to shut off the thermostat. If he doesn't remember to shut off the thermostat, the kiln is not going to fire. So the zone has to close on the supplies and the return of that zone, and then that turns on the power to the mini split by closing the end switch. I have a contactor, and then it also opens up an outside air damper for makeup air.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
I should make a video on that, eh?
Yeah, you should have, honestly.
Not really directly related to what you're talking about, but kind of, sort of. I worked on a water heater this week.
Okay.
I don't do much of those. It was just a simple igniter, but it was a Polaris water heater, which is, who owns Polaris again?
Are you like, is that like the freaking Wave Runner company or
looked like the same logo?
Snowmobile.
Yeah, snowmobile. Yeah. And the igniter on that, man, I couldn't find one in the state of Ohio, the state of Michigan. Nobody had them anywhere. And I finally, like, it was down for 3 days waiting for these igniters to get shipped to me. But you know what I saw the other day? I was driving by, I was driving down M23 down into Ohio, and along the route there, they're doing some construction on the side of the road. There's this big giant crane. Looks like he's getting ready to do some bridge work or something. And the crane, big bold letters right on the side, says Manitowoc. But the lettering looked just like the lettering for the Manitowoc ice machines. Manitowoc. So I don't know if they're the same company. Or it's just a very similar font from another company, or it's just cranes from Manitowoc. I don't know. I was like, whoa, look at that. I wanted to stop and get a picture next to it. See, Jennifer says she gets them on Amazon 2 days. I assume she's talking about the igniters.
That's good.
I ended up getting them from supplyhouse.com. But the reason it took like 3 or 4 days was because it was over Easter weekend.
Dude, this is nightmare
Look
stuff,
at these
eh?
guys. 100% those guys are members of our group.
Oh my God, Bill.
My question is, like,
Yamo.
all right, if you were doing that in the United States, you know how much you would make per hour to do that?
That's right.
It would be
man.
ridiculous. Like ridiculous how much you'd be making.
Oh yeah.
So
These guys are making minimum wage.
they
Yeah.
like I'd be surprised, honestly, if they're making what are people here making minimum wage. Like, I don't know. I was talking to
Can you imagine doing that? Dude's got like
that would never be allowed. There's no reason why you got to swing from anywhere to do a system. No reason over here in North America.
Yeah, not over here. No. Look how high that dude is.
That's dumb.
That is just crazy, man. Just riding that thing.
You have to admit though, using the ropes and the wheels and blah 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 articulation is pretty crazy.
I mean, he's good at what he does, but there's no way. Like, I would be a freaking janitor before I was doing this.
Oh yeah,
I could never do that. I could never work like that.
No.
Like, it's just the heights, dude. I can climb up a ladder. I don't know. I can't work off a ladder very well, but I mean, I can climb up a ladder, 25 foot, 30 foot, maybe. As long as once I get to the top of the ladder, I can go on a flat roof, then I'm good to go. But doing this, hanging off a rope, sitting on a bucket or whatever they're doing, yeah, no, thank you.
He just sticks to screw on there and goes for it, dude. My luck, I'd be dropping the screw 14 floors up in the air. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rope work is standard. Some sign companies maintain the signs on high buildings. I can see that. I don't know what they do.
You see what he's doing right now? He's got his drill attached to this thing to
winch him up. I seen that. Yeah,
it's a good thing you don't have a Ryobi.
that probably is safer than ladder. To be honest, you're right.
Look at that, dude.
That would
never
happen in North America, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt it's safer than a ladder. I mean, the dude's like 15 stories up.
Yeah,
he's legit. He is legit.
What's his tie-off point, though? You wonder.
Yeah, are they
like up?
I know the
top,
ones here have to be
like
engineered and
cinder blocks.
Yeah, cinder blocks. Some elephant.
Those guys,
depending the country.
Look at that. Steve Clive says he's never seen a drill-powered rope climber.
That was
never
pretty
seen
cool.
one either.
I think you should review one. Take it apart, Clive.
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine that little tiny device, which probably I would venture to say wasn't originally designed for that function. It was probably modified or just used for that, because I can't imagine that drill even has enough torque to safely pull you up. Like if that drill fails or a little gear inside that device fails, you just go down real fast.
I wouldn't trust a Ryobi, I guess.
No.
Yeah. Or what's the other brand they see around?
Rigid.
Not Rigid, that other Lowe's brand or whatever brand.
Oh, Walmart's got a brand now. Hart. HART.
Hart.
Yeah. Black and white maybe? Or white? I know it's got white. Blue and white? I don't know.
Blue and white?
Yeah, and see, House says they have drill-powered lifts that can lift a condenser on the roof. I used to have one of these. It was a ladder crane.
Yeah, I remember that, Bill.
Mine wasn't drill-powered, though. I had a winch, like an actual winch on mine, worm gear and everything. But, I've seen similar things that Michael House is talking about, but they looked homemade, so
I have one of those ladder crane things where you put it on the top two rungs, and then it's like a handle. You push it out.
Yep. Oh, you got the crank style one?
It looks pretty sketchy, but
cranking it out.
Yeah. Is it OSHA approved? I don't know.
I had the one I had was like $900, had a nice winch on it. It wasn't terrible. I mean, as long as you had the right application, it was good.
I agree, Chipmunk. Probably gear different. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of these conferences I was just at, OSHA was at one of them. I should have just like started busting out my phone and showed them a bunch of pictures. You allow this? No? How about this?
Delete.
Is this cool?
Delete. And they're like, hey, is that you? Oh, no, that's not me.
That's not me.
I just download all these from the internet.
Like, I just found these in a group called the HVAC Overtime group.
Ding.
I would have to carry my bell with me when I'm talking.
You should.
You
got any conferences coming up? Any
no,
educational things? That's it for the year?
Done for a while, yeah.
So he's with us, guys. He's with us. He's not going to be
anyway.
Yeah.
For now.
We're tightening up this ship. Everything's changing. It's going to happen.
Am I still
starting next
here? Am I out here?
I haven't heard that before.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm still part of this change.
We hear it, and then nothing happens.
As long as I'm part of this change, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah. Can I talk about? We're not supposed to talk about it, but can we talk a little bit about it?
About what?
Chris.
He's with his wife.
Wait, our Chris?
Yeah.
What's going on?
We got no secrets.
Oh, it just you can say he's getting closer, maybe.
Oh, you're talking about his system. Oh yeah.
I was not gonna like spill the freaking cat out of the bag, spill the beans, but he just ordered. He ordered his equipment. We're not allowed to talk about it.
Can't tell you what it is.
Yeah.
But he ordered it.
We can't tell you. I probably shouldn't have told you what I told you. Chris.
No, probably not.
I can't tell you that it's a Goodman.
He could be lying. Adam could be lying. He could just be saying
lying.
that could be fake news.
He ordered a Hart brand furnace.
Yeah.
Air handler system.
Chris probably is watching, getting pissed off. Chris realistically probably is on a date right now watching this.
Oh,
and he probably got in a bad mood. He probably slammed the waitress in the face with his plate of food, and he's storming out.
No, he's probably in an apple orchard with his wife and holding hands, picking apples, or where else would they be? Like a Hallmark village, like a Hallmark store, or better yet, like on a set of a Hallmark movie, like one of those towns they film Hallmark movies in. You're just like walking around and they're like doing wine tasting and like, oh, this is so awesome. And like, I love you. And like, they're going back to like, oh, this is where we first met.
Where do you get a manifold like this?
A garage sale.
That's like OG status. What do you get that?
Yeah, garage sale.
Yeah.
I missed him. House just saying he's going to an NCI class.
No, it's the convention, the summit. He's going to the summit. Yeah. He was I think he was invited.
Oh, nice.
So they told him, listen, man, I might be wrong. I'm probably making this up. I honestly just make up half the things I say.
If they pay for his his ticket, obviously.
I don't know if they're paying for it. They might be.
Scholarship, he's saying.
Oh, see, they paid for it.
What are we looking at here in this picture?
I want to know where to buy the manifold. I want this.
You want that old ass manifold?
Why?
Yeah, why? You can just go on eBay. I mean, it's just a straight.
It's a single. I'd never seen such a thing.
Oh no, I've seen him for a long time.
I mean,
why are we looking at this? He said.
Yeah.
I know. Speaking about inside, there's questions saying if you could measure CO from the
supply.
Yeah, supply. Like registers, or what's he saying?
Who's that?
No. Oh no. Well, dude, I don't know. I would like you guys took the class, but for me, like by the time it's in the registers, coming out of the registers, you're probably dead.
No, not necessarily.
No. Okay. Well, he's saying if you could measure carbon monoxide from the registers.
I mean, you could have a leak or crack in the heat exchanger or whatever. You could be leaking a little bit, and there is I actually have that. Should I try to find it? Talks amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought like leaking a little bit compared to the CFM and all that would be like you have to have a lot of ppm. Like you have to have a lot of freaking leakage. I don't know.
I don't think you need very much. You could have a crack, and I don't think you need a lot. You just need a little leakage with high ppm, right?
Yeah. That's true.
So I think this is it.
You have to measure return and supply. It's not inside methods and ACA ashtray methods, my understanding. Yeah. Like honestly, literally no, it's probably come from the water tank. It's going through the return, honestly, because like I don't know. I've seen a lot of blockage. You guys tell me, but when I see that, I just see blockage of venting a lot of times, or like blockage of the secondary, of course. But
yeah, real quick, going back to what Chipmunk was talking about. I don't know what it's like in any other state, but in Michigan, we just like you can just be some dude on the street and do a home inspection. Like there's no there is certification you can take, and like realtors might call you because you have more certification, but it's not like state mandated. You don't have to get a home inspection license or anything like that. That seems crazy to me.
It does. You could,
like,
you would need like, something, some credentials.
Yesterday, I was working at Starbucks, and then today I'm a home inspector.
There you go. All right. So this is AHRI, Induced Draft Heat Exchanger Inspection Procedure. Step 2, with the furnace still running, measure the CO level and the return airstream near the furnace and record the value. Then measure the CO level in the supply airstream at the location in the system where the air is well mixed. Generally, a location downstream and one or more bends in the ductwork is a good place to take a sample. If there's no measurable difference in CO in the return and supply airstreams, it is likely the furnace is not leaking carbon monoxide, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so
that's not true. That's not true. You could have a small leak and won't even measure anything, dude. Measure anything in the registers, I think.
You want to call these guys?
No, I don't know.
Let's call them and tell them they're wrong.
Let's get them
well, I'm not saying they're wrong. It's just like, I don't know. To measure something from the supply, I guess if you do, I don't know, man.
Do not use water or smoking agents to check for leaks.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Not approved in Canada. Yeah.
What is your method, Joe?
Well, certainly I'm not going to go at the register because I think if it's at the register, I'm running the fuck out of there. If it's high ppm from the register, I don't know.
Well, you know, technically, I believe if you look at this, step 1, it should, no, they don't have this, but I think in Jim Bergman from Measure Quick, mind you, there's been like the Measure Quick War of 2023 going on in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That's wild. I've been watching that.
That's been amazing to watch unfold.
You haven't been paying attention to that?
The Measure Quick.
Oh, dude.
Measure Quick Revolution.
Hey, man. He just.
Yeah, you would have thought.
He woke up a few feathers.
It was almost as if Jim Bergman like posted just random pictures of trannies on the Measure Quick app.
Yeah.
You know, it was like that kind of backlash where people are taking their Measure Quick apps and just like running them over and smashing them and like, we're not doing this, Bergman.
And then as soon as they do that, they're already regretting what they did and using it again tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Kind of hilarious to watch unfold.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was cool. Anyway, Jim teaches to turn on your combustion analyzer outside of the house and zero it out outside of the house, right?
Yeah.
And then walk in. So guess what, Joe? You're going to pick anything up no matter what. And anyways, if you're doing this properly, you want to be overly protective, you should have a personal carbon monoxide.
I was going to say.
Yeah, but when would you think like too much ppm is like when will you condemn a furnace? Just curious.
When will I condemn a furnace?
Yeah.
When my sales are down for the week.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you got no jobs for the next day. What are you gonna do, man?
Oh my god, you guys sound like those. You guys are sounding like those salespeople out there. Oh my god.
I mean, I'm pulling down $1 million tickets all month long, son.
Yeah, I think all right. So I think if you have any kind of visible crack whatsoever, if it's affecting combustion or not, you should probably look at changing the furnace, right?
Visible. That's the best method. Yeah, like visual inspection. I think. Like, I don't know. What's he saying? 400 ppm fluid.
Use maple syrup
as a standard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, use maple syrup.
Is maple syrup is quite as expensive by you as it is by us, Joe? Is that like
I know, like you buy I haven't bought one in a long time because you buy one, it's like so big. So like I don't know.
Dude, they sell little dinky things by us. It's like this
because
big.
Yeah.
Do they have sugar-free maple syrup in Canada?
We got an abundance load, so we could get big ones like this. Abundance.
I'd like for you to send me some. But back on that combustion thing, Housh said 400 ppm is the standard.
For what kind of system?
Is that here's the thing. I don't remember at the top of my head. It's been a couple months now. What's the agency that you're quoting? You know, because there is, what is it? Is it ANSI? No.
ANSI?
I don't remember. There's like one standard. There's like a couple standards, and then there's NCI has their standard, right? Which people would argue. I don't know. Never mind.
Good talk.
Yeah. Visual is for sure thing. Yeah, only shut off if the homeowner turns back on. It's on them. Here, only utility or fire can disable a unit. Yeah, no, I agree. I know it's on them after. No, we could red tag a unit.
Pictures, document it, everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we could stop a unit for going. Thank God we have the authority to do that because they're nuts. Yeah, it depends what it is. Obviously, yeah, blind eye. Yeah, I know you have kids. Yeah, if it's not that bad, yeah, sure, go ahead.
You know, I was thinking about a personal monitor the other day when I was doing that Polaris water heater because it's in the middle of Ann Arbor, right? In this old building, way down in the basement. And these old buildings, they have these like weird, like dungeon like basements. So if there was a CO leak of any kind, like it's just all pulling up down there. And I was thinking about this the whole time. I'm like, I have no like any way of knowing. Like I didn't see any monitors in the walls, nothing on the ceilings. Like I'm just
propane, yeah, propane, yes, Bill. But
oh no, it wasn't propane. What are you talking? Propane is natural gas.
Oh, well, that's okay.
CO. I was thinking about CO2. Yeah, if there was like a CO2 leak or anything down there.
Yeah.
You know, because I have no idea how many stories this vent goes up or where it goes through the building. If it's vented properly, if it's leaking back in the building. Like, there's no monitors in this place.
Ouch.
I was like, man, I should really get a personal CO2 monitor.
Yeah, I know those.
CO, not CO2, but you should get a CO2.
CO2 as well. Like, I think it would be cool if all the houses got CO2 monitors.
Chris, oh yeah, CO monitor. I'm thinking of drink stations with their CO2.
Polaris is a sister company of Rheem. You know what I was doing for a while? I was doing the commissioning for Bach water heaters. They're commercial, dude.
Like Sebastian Bach.
Then they were calling me for their warranty calls, and I had to go out there, and the Bach was paying me to fix these brand new water heaters.
Maybach.
Oh my god! I told them after a while, I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. They're like, we're paying you. I'm like, dude, they break all the time. I can't do anything besides fix your water heaters every day.
I know.
Just why don't you guys fix them right at the factory or something?
Yeah.
HGB isn't too bad, Michael. I don't know. I use their indirects a few times.
It's always a good time to talk about combustion safety, Mr. Nasty.
Good thing we're talking about combustion safety after winter is over. Yeah.
What I know it is R410.
Winter's never over here in Michigan, man. It just goes away for a while. It might snow on Monday, I heard.
I heard you guys. Yeah.
Ridiculous, bro.
It was 80 degrees here today.
Yeah, same here.
Same.
I just turned my AC on for the first time since I moved in. Yeah.
And guess what? I am supposed to I need to have a drain installed because I relocated I have a furnace and air on this side of the house over here, and then I moved it and reducted everything and moved it over here. But I don't have a drain over here for it. And I was kind of hoping to get that done before the cooling season, but I might either have to hook up a condensate pump or temporary bucket the thing, you know? But I could always test the latent removal with the bucket method, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see you, Ryan.
You too, bud. We're going to wrap it up soon anyways.
Wrap it and smack it.
Sorry. Well, guys, what time is it anyway, Joe?
It's like almost 20 after.
Yeah, it's way past my bedtime, man. We got the Cooler Heads podcast to do in the morning too, man.
Are you gonna make that? I know you were saying you were.
I think so. We got a bunch of stuff going on. We got a.
You know what? When you said you talked about you want to talk to your wife about you doing it, that reminded me. Did you ever see that cartoon where people post in the HVAC groups where it says, "This is what I think of when you tell me you need to talk to your wife and make sure, ask about this, whatever, buying decision or whatever." And it's a cartoon of this lady holding a grown man in diapers.
No, it's because I can't remember everything we have planned. I know we have a birthday party going on tomorrow, but I don't remember if there's anything else. We might have to go grocery shopping. I don't know. I know I have an appointment right after the Cooler Heads podcast, but yeah.
I do have bad news for you, everyone. We can't play the outro music, and you're probably never going to hear that song again because we bought the rights to that song, but then they took them back from us.
Yeah. How is that possible? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, apparently they wanted more money for it. So, but anyway, it's time for a new intro and an outro anyway. Yeah. So I don't know, maybe if Adam can take time away from all his other groups that he's a part of and I don't know, help us poor folk out with a new intro or something.
Poor folk. Yeah.
Right. No, actually, Chris, he said he's sharing his he got some cool streaming music free.
Did you watch it? What he put to it?
No.
It honestly, you know what it reminds me of?
What
that movie with that dude with Suzanne Summers, that TV show? Is it Three's Company?
Okay.
listening to the music that he put with the existing intro makes me think we're about to watch a sitcom.
I haven't even watched
That's
that
cool. I know it's pretty cool.
Come and knock on my door.
Yet.
Oh yeah, that one.
That's honestly better than the old intro. It was so long and just it was cool for a minute there, but
no, the problem
like even Gary McCready's like, you guys got an intro that's so long.
I tried playing my band's music on here and we got flagged. The release that we did was on a record label and the record label flagged it. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is that? That music is free to use. Which one, HB?
I don't know. But anyways, we should wrap this up. Who's gonna say the outro, Joe? Go ahead. Tell everyone why you love them.
I love you guys because you're not Adam or Bill.
Mm-hmm.
True story.
That's a good point.
That's a real jerk off thing to say, Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, not paying attention to the chat before a show is pretty dumb.
Schmiddly bop bop bop.
Oh god.
All right, guys.
See you later, boys.
Fart noise.